why. Yo, when they get in jail, they basically strip you of all your shit. Right here, so they took my shoes, bro. So what I did, bro, I'm like, I'm not walking on this dirty ass floor. It's probably fungus, all type shit on this ground. Like, y'all think I'm gonna walk on this ground barefoot? So what I did, I took my court papers, I put them at the bottom of my feet, and I was walking on them bitches. And I guess they felt like I was being a smart ass. So y'all, why they end up putting me in basically a solitary confinement, bro? They really put me in this fucking little ass room by myself. Y'all, I was so mad. Like, that was really the worst day and a half of my life. Like that shit was so crazy. Like, but yeah, y'all, never.
This the department to make complaints on the security guards?
Yeah.
All right, my name Douglas, and I called y'all prior and made some complaints against the security guards that attacked me at Wilkie D. Ferguson Courthouse.
I vaguely remember, yes. How can I help you today?
Well, today what, December 15th?
Correct, yes.
And of course I was harmed by them officers, and I was waiting on somebody from your office to, I made a criminal complaint against these guys. I made a complaint with y'all about some serious harm being done. I thought it was...
When spoke last time, there was no harm that was done to you, physical harm. It was just spoken words. It was exchanged. So we had our guard go through some training to better address situations.
You're too clear. You gotta speak louder.
Can you hear me better now? My signal's a little off here in the office.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name so I can know for my little note?
My name is Leslie.
That's like your last name?
My last name is Tomato.
Tomato?
Inedo.
Cin...
EDO.
Sindelo?
Inedo.
Oh, Sindelo.
Inedo. Pinedo.
Pindzo?
EDO.
Alright. Yeah, that's hard to get. But yeah, so what happened with the complaint? Did anybody from your office as courtesy reach out to contact me and let me know y'all findings?
I don't know if anyone in my team reached out to you. However, now that I have you on the phone, I can just let you know that we did do our investigation and we did speak with the guard and the manager, so they are aware of what happened. And we had a conversation with the guard, instructed her what to do and what not to do.
What guard is this? It seemed like y'all may have not done nothing at all, because I didn't make a complaint on a guard. I made a complaint on about several of them.
Well, the note that I have here from last time that I understood was that there was one specific guard that
I don't believe
you mainly...
What the note say that you have? What it read?
That we had a conversation and that you had concerns that you were not being let in, and that one guard, I'm not going to disclose the guard's name, but that the guard was adamant on not letting you in and was instructing the other people under him not to let you in.
Why wouldn't you disclose his name?
Because that is company business, and it's due to confidentiality and employment laws. I cannot disclose that information.
Employment laws say you can't tell his name of the security guard that attacked a citizen?
Correct. Just like I cannot I cannot let the guard know your name when I spoke with the guard.
Well,
so it's to protect both parties. I cannot.
How did you address my complaint with the guard? How did you address it if you didn't let him know my name and what you was addressing him about? Because it would be about me, specifically only me.
There are ways to handle situations without disclosing certain information.
So that's why I'm asking you,
and
how did y'all do this?
I assure you that it was handled. We had a conversation with all parties, company parties, the manager, and the guard. If you have any additional complaints with your guard, I can more than happy to hear you out.
Who is the manager?
My manager is in Naples.
You said who is the manager?
The manager that's located in our Naples office. Her name is Keja.
Let me write this down.
Do you have any other additional concerns, or was it just a follow-up of the main one that I just presented to you within the follow-up?
How you spell her first and last name?
Her first name, Keja, is spelled Kadra.
What's her last name?
Alvarez. Alvarez.
R-E-Z?
Yes.
And what's her contact phone number?
I cannot give you that information. I can give her your phone number so she can reach out to you.
You didn't already give it to her when you spoke to her about me?
I did, but we have multiple things to take care of. You are not our only topic of conversation.
Did she say she was going to reach out to me?
Yes.
Well, she didn't.
Well, then I can let you know, but based on our conversation, I see no reason why you would have to speak with her if I am telling you directly as one of her supervisors that it was handled. Now, if you have a new complaint that happened recently,
well, the issue
apart from the one...
I don't know what you mean it was handled. You hadn't even finished telling me what you had put in the notes for my complaint. What was my complaint?
I just repeated to you several times that we had a conversation with the guard instructing her on what can be done and what cannot be done. That is how we handle it based on situation. So we analyze the situation. We see that the guard was within their duty doing what they were supposed to do. However, it was not enforced the way it should have been enforced.
It seemed like you talking around circles. What you mean it was his duty or her duty to do whatever they were supposed to do? What was their duty that you declared was their duty?
Based on your complaint, the first time we spoke and the only time we spoke, you informed me that the guard was not letting you in, was being disrespectful, and you had some business to take care of, and they weren't letting you, and then they spoke to a different officer, and based on that, what you told me, I spoke with our manager and the guard, and I told them, listen, the way the situation is handled is not correct. Moving forward, this is how it's going to be handled. This is a chain of command, and this is what has to be done.
So, but you ain't tell me what they did incorrect.
I'm just telling you what you told me. That's what they did incorrectly. That they were rude to you, didn't let you get into the courthouse.
So you found fault, but you said it was something that they did correct too. What was the things you said that they did correct in my complaint?
I didn't say that in your complaint it was correct. I'm just saying that overall, their duty includes to communicate anything that happens on the post that to them needs to be noted, to monitor the property, to monitor who comes in.
Did they do a proper communicate? Did they do a proper paperwork as far as trespassing me off the property? because I complained about them trespassing me off the property and calling the U.S. sheriffs to help them fight me, and they jumped me and beat me up and took my legal work and told me don't move forward with my lawsuits anymore and to drop my lawsuits. Did you take those notes? Did you put that in your notes as far as why they determined to keep me out of the...
You did not disclose that information with me. You said you were jumped?
Well, that's why I told you to tell me what you written specifically with my whole statement. Do you have it? Do you have a copy of it? Because if you look at it, you will see that I did tell you that.
I'm looking at it now, and I see that you complained about not being let in, but you never mentioned or disclosed that you were jumped by any of Kent's employees.
Okay, you said I didn't. That will be just one part of my complaint, them not letting me in. Yeah, but what else does my complaint say? Can you read it back?
Okay, but I just to clarify for me, if a Kent guard jumped you or did not jump you.
Yes, but I'm asking you, can you read my statement?
Okay, I got information on that then. What date was this?
I'm asking you, miss. Be straight up with me. Can you just read me back my statement that you have? Because I don't know if you took my right statement down.
I don't have it word for word. I summarized our conversation, and that's what I have in my notes. The summary of our conversation, that your main concern was that you were not let into the courthouse to continue your lawsuit. That I do have noted. However, I do not have noted that you mentioned that a guard jumped you.
So therefore, you probably did me wrong because you left out my statements that I made by just summarizing only what you wanted to put in there. That was unfair to
Okay, sir. I'm not going to have this back and forth with you. If you have a legitimate concern that I can address, such as the guard jumping you, then I can go ahead and hear you if you would like to make that complaint.
You think the concern I'm bringing to you right now isn't legitimate? Am I wasting your time because I'm calling you to get information about a complaint that I filed against police officers, your security officers jumping me and fighting me and harassing me at the federal court?
Okay. See, now I'm understanding you better because you're telling me this new information that you did not tell me before, and I've asked you multiple times now to walk
this before.
The situation that you're in, and you're not giving me any specific details.
I did tell you this before, and that's why I asked you to read my statement off. And you said you didn't have it. You only made a written summary. So therefore, you can't deny what I told you because you don't have my statement. You only took a summary. I remember it.
Okay, so would you like to go ahead and make your statement again?
Did the officers tell you? What did the officers tell you when you spoke to them? Can you tell me what they told you?
I cannot disclose that information to you.
Did you take a report? Did you take notes? Did you record it? Is it documented?
It's documented. Yes, it is.
Did you make them write a written statement?
I don't see how that's going to affect the whole conversation.
Well, because if they made a written statement or a sworn to statement, that'll keep them from lying or falsifying a statement, and you will have it documented in record as to what they admitted happened. That's why I would ask you if they made a written statement, because they did assault me. They had me jumped by the U.S. Marshals. They took my ID and bent it and broke it. So they was very just abusive to me, and it was a conspiracy to keep me from being able to file my lawsuits, and that in and of itself is a very bad thing. Did you talk to them about that?
Like I said multiple times now, and this is the last time I will repeat myself. We spoke with the guard and the manager, and we told them the new protocols moving forward.
Okay, what's the protocols that you said that they didn't follow?
I'm asking correctly now. Did you want to give me details of this whole incident with the guard that you're saying that took your ID and bent it and assault you? Then I can go ahead and take that complaint now.
Yeah, but you acting like it's a problem with me asking you a question or something. You getting hostile and defensive. About me?
The problem is that you are not providing me with any details so that I can see how to handle the situation. You're repeating yourself over and over, and you're causing me to repeat the same thing as well. And this conversation cannot move forward.
Actually, I made a complaint with you about several guards, and you told me you only talked to one guard. You see how confusing that is? You see how negligent you is at work? I told you several guards attacked me from your department. Several. And you told me you only talked to one, so that's why I asked you what was that one guard name and why you only chose to talk to one guard. And did you get his statement? And what questions you asked him? What answers did he give you? That's not harassing you.
Did you want a statement or no?
What you say?
Did you want to make a new statement?
Well, if I got to make the whole statement over again, I will. That's why I asked you, what did you have as far as...
Okay, so go ahead. I am listening. Go ahead and make your whole new statement.
Well, like I told you, the guards was breaking my ID.
Okay, what date did this happen? Do you have it noted down, or do you recall what date? November 1st, October 3rd, December 3rd?
I don't remember the exact date right now. I'll be able to give it to you when I look through my files. They also, like they admitted to you. Didn't you ask them about when they had the U.S. Marshals come and throw me out the building?
That happened that same day, or did this happen a different day?
What day is you talking about? Same day?
I'm asking you if you're saying that the U.S. Marshal threw you out the building, if it happened the same day that the guard took your ID, or was it a separate occasion?
Well, the day that they had the U.S. Marshals beat me up and snatched my legal paperwork out my hand. That wasn't.
The U.S.
What'd you say?
You said the U.S. Marshals took the paperwork out of your hand?
Yeah, they took my legal paperwork. I was doing my lawsuits, my legal work. And,
Okay.
and your security was saying that they didn't want me to file my lawsuits and to drop my charges, drop my case, quit coming there. They was telling me that I was causing a problem in the city with the officials, that I was suing, and that I'm going to get dealt with, I'm going to be taken care of. They was calling me names, punks, thugs, things like that, and that they hated me. They would just continue to harass me about my lawsuit and the people I was suing every day that I would come there. And then they would take my ID and bend it back and break it, things like that. And one particular day, they had the U.S. Marshals. They called the U.S. Marshals to jump me and take my legal work and beat me up and tell me don't come back and to, drop my lawsuits. I told you that. I told you that the last time I spoke to you. I told you that in full detail. But you decided to take a summary note of only the little part you wanted to talk about because you probably didn't want them to get in trouble.
So it seems that you mentioned the U.S. Marshals multiple times, and I see here the U.S. Marshals, that the guards told the U.S. Marshals to take your paperwork and to stop you from doing the lawsuit. So it seems that at this point, the concern is with the U.S. Marshals, and it has nothing to do with Kent or the Kent guards.
The Kent security is the ones that called U.S. Marshals.
Correct. Okay, but the U.S. Marshals can act on their own account. So if the U.S. Marshals did what you're telling me they did, then that's their problem.
Yeah, but the U.S. Marshals was working in consultation with your security. Remember, your security was the lead, and U.S. Marshals was following behind your security. And your security helped the U.S. Marshals beat me up and take my legal work and throw me out the front door. Your security played a part in a assault, not just U.S. Marshals. I know you want to blame just the U.S. Marshals so your security don't be held accountable for no misconduct. I know you want them to get away with what they did to me and just sweep it under the rug, but it's not going down that easy. That's why you don't want to give me their names or whoever you allegedly talked to, because you probably didn't talk to nobody at all.
Okay, Mr. Douglas. Well, I hear your new statement, and I hear that the U.S. Marshals are involved. So if there's any further involvement, it's legally required with that.
It's the same one I gave you the first time. You just ain't take no notes. You just decided don't
address the issue. I have taken all the notes I needed to take. It seems that this conversation is not moving forward much. So if there's anything else that needs to be done, Ken, on a legal aspect, you can go ahead and give me a call, or they can send the paperwork to our North Miami office. I wish you all the best, and have a nice day.
Can you tell me the number and address to your North Miami office? Pig bitch hung up. Call the pig bitch back. These some old demonic ass, crooked ass, slimy bitches.
Human Resource Administrator at Kin Services. I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name and your phone number.
That was today, December 15th, 2022. What we got here is one big organization of gangsters, Christians, Jews working in government offices. And they all conspire with each other on how to protect each other when they break the law in the Constitution. How do they protect each other from being held accountable to the Constitution? Because they use the Constitution to beat our ass and put us in prison for life, murder us on death row, shoot us, and get away with it. That's their guardian angel, the Constitution, state and federal. But when they break the law, then the Constitution become their arch rival. So they have to teach each other how to get around being penalized for the crimes that they do to us. This complaint that I made was about the guards. Some of y'all seen it at Wilkie D. Ferguson's federal courthouse in Miami, Florida, when they jumped on me, beat me up, trespassed me off the property. So I made complaints with their headquarters, Kent Security headquarters, and you see this bitch answer the phone. And you see the runarounds and the conniving games that she playing. She don't want to tell me the names of the officers she investigated. Then she saying she talked to one female officer. That bitch probably ain't even one of the officers I complained on. Because if you look, Kent Security downstairs, the guys who abandoned me out of there, trespassed me, was all men. Older men, at least 60 and 60 plus. You know, a couple females partake in it. You know, later on they will call a female here and there to help. Don't want to get the names of the security. You know, that's showing she holding something back. Then I asked the woman about the statements. Did they make written statements? She get hostile with me. Why you want to know that? I'm the victim of a crime, bitch. That's private, whatever she said, you know. Don't want to give us the name of this. Don't want to tell me what conversation you had with the people. What questions you asked them. What they admitted to. What they didn't admit to. Because she knows she don't want to admit to them doing anything wrong, because they'll be held liable. But her conduct on this phone can still be used against her as a sign of guilt. But that's just how evil these devils is, man. Let me show y'all another video. This next recording is me calling Jackson Hospital today.
to check up on a complaint that I filed where Miami-Dade police jumped on me. They was working private security at Jackson Hospital. Jumped on me around January 20th, 2020. Beat me up, harassed me because I'm an activist, and then, I do all the law work, and plus I was making all the music for the artists, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Doing a lot of successful things, and yeah, the Ashkenazi Jews pay these niggas, Hebrews, Hamites, whoever want to be a sellout, to assist them and just tackling the niggas. So niggas jumped on me. And Allah gave me the strength to outsmart this pig. And I bucked him being able to arrest me, taking me to jail. Because I just resisted. He couldn't out-strengthen me to take me and throw me in the car. And backup had told the clown, look, you know what I'm saying, you went out on a limb to get this nigga. Now you throw him in the car, get him into TGK, we'll take over the rest. When I heard that, he was out of there. He glad I ain't hear that shit before I let him put handcuffs on me. I would have killed that pig, and I wish I did. But anyways, pig got lucky with his life. It won't happen too many more times. But now I had made a complaint to Jackson. Shortly after that, about 15 different complaints. I wrote detailed complaints about 15 different incidences. Now I'm calling, I get arrested, go to jail, in and out of jail. Now I'm calling this about 2 years later, but I stayed up on them. They destroys all the complaints that I filed. They had Northside Pig named Erica Carter go in my house. I recorded that, stole all my records. So once they seen that I stole the records, they called Jackson like, hey, we got his records from when he made those complaints with y'all. He ain't got the numbers no more. So Jackson threw him out. Once I found that out, I was hurt, but I still had records they didn't know about, but I was hurt that they tried me like that, right? So I just made another report, and in the report I wrote, y'all threw out all my other complaints. I want that investigated because I was here on this time and date. And I'm going to reiterate those complaints. Miami-Dade police, y'all security, jumped me in front of McDonald's, while I was having lunch with my girlfriend, period. Investigate them. They ain't had no right to touch me. These devils so fucking crooked and conniving, I'm going to let you hear how they try to cover up crimes. And that's why I support when niggas rob them, kill them, break in their houses, shoot them in return. Because they some filthy ass pigs. Some complaints. Which are this is what you say your name is again, miss? I can't hear you too good.
Okay, well my name's Anna and your name is Douglas?
Yeah.
Alright, you already filed a complaint?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have your last name?
That is my last name. Douglas is my last name.
Oh, okay, Douglas. What's your first name?
ADACIA.
AD? Hello?
Yeah, you heard me.
Okay, it's ADA?
Yeah, I said it completely. I said the whole name. I spelled it out to you too.
Okay, can you spell it out again, please?
ADACIA. Why you want me to spell it out again? You ain't hear it the first time?
No, I did not, sir.
All right, repeat your full name, first and last name.
Give me 1 second.
Repeat your first name.
My first name is Anna.
What's your last name?
Were you here, Benavides? Were you here at Jackson Memorial Hospital?
How you spell that last name? I'm taking notes.
Okay, sir. Well, first, let me see what we have here for you and see how I can assist. If you weren't here in Jackson Memorial Hospital, if you were in another location, then I would have to transfer you to the other location. So,
first of all, you talking too fast. I made a complaint with you. I put the complaint in your hand.
Okay.
Isn't this Jackson Hospital?
This is Jackson, Maine.
Okay, is that by the Civic Center?
Well, you are Jackson, Maine. I'm trying to see.
Is this by the Civic? Is Jackson, Maine by the Civic Center?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, you the person I put the complaint in your hand personally. You a white lady, right?
Well, I'm not the only white lady in the department, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I kind of know. I kind of remember talking to you because I remember you would always tell me to repeat my first name over and over again, like you ain't hear me the first time when I said it.
Well, I don't recall your name, so let me look up your information here to see how I can assist and to let you know where your complaint stands at this time. Okay?
Yeah, just do it.
May I have your date of birth, please?
The same date of birth that I put on the.
Remember the time that you filed a complaint?
Just what y'all threw it out again, because this the second time y'all pretending like I didn't file my complaints with your office.
No, I'm asking when did you file a complaint?
I mean, what? If you type my name, I just gave you my first, last, and middle name, so just go ahead and be honest and quit giving me the runaround. Did y'all throw the complaint out again? This will be y'all second time doing it.
I'm asking when did you file a complaint?
All right, well, you tell me.
Okay, so we have a complaint here that you filed in July of this year.
Okay, and what else?
That's where you're talking. That's the complaint that you're calling in regards to.
Wouldn't I be calling in regard to every complaint I made? Why would I only be in regard to just one specific one? You trying to narrow it down? Why you trying to be slick and sneaky? Just give me the information I called about. What's up?
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Can you answer that question? Because if that is the complaint you're talking about, you will be receiving a resolution by mail.
Do you have any other complaints in there by me?
I'll check for you. No, it seems to be the same from July of this year.
What you mean it seems to be the same? What are you trying to say? It's only one complaint?
That's the only complaint we have filed, sir.
And what do that complaint say?
It's kind of long. You don't remember what your complaint and your concern was?
Any problem with you repeating it to me? Any problem with you repeating it to me?
Well, you're complaining about one of our security guards?
I mean, you trying to beat around the bush.
This is an accident that happened back in January of 2021. That you have an altercation with a security guard?
What kind of altercation? You trying to beat around the bush. What is it?
You're the one who filed a complaint.
That's why I'm asking you. Be courteous. Be courteous and tell me what my complaint said. Well, be courteous and answer my question.
I am very, very curious. You filed a complaint. You should have a copy of your complaint.
If you
don't have a copy of your complaint,
I'm asking you. I ain't asked you that. I'm asking you to tell me what the complaint. I'm asking you to tell me what the complaint says.
By a security guard and Miami-Dade Police Department was called. That is your complaint, sir.
My complaint deal with the security guards from your office beating me up, slamming me on the ground, and putting handcuffs on me and dragging me around the sidewalk.
Correct. Well, Miami-Dade Police was, you mentioned Miami-Dade Police, so I believe they were called. I'm not sure. I didn't deal with your complaint.
Who did?
Who
did?
The in-house coordinator, I believe, if you came in through the in-house. I would have to look up. I don't have the full information right now.
Well, what information do you want? What information? Listen, I'm asking a question.
I could have the person call you.
I'm asking a question.
Okay?
I'm asking a question because you talk a whole lot. What information do you have?
That's what I have. I have your complaint on file.
Can
you give me one moment, please?
So when I ask you to read,
Mr. Douglas, I'm going to put you on a brief
hold. When I ask you to read the complaint, why you ain't do that?
One moment.
You trying to be slick. You trying to be slick.
Visit JacksonMaternity.org. Fine, and yourself. How can I help you?
Didn't she tell you what I was on the phone waiting on for 10 minutes for?
Are you Mr. Douglas?
Yeah, who am I speaking with?
My name is Gladys, Mr. Douglas.
Okay, well, you know how you can help me. What's up?
Hi, Mr. Douglas. Are you in Cleveland, Ohio right now or no?
Yeah, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Why you
asking? I'm asking you because we sent you a letter on July 15, 2022 regarding your incident here in Miami. And clearly, we stated and addressed your complaint, and we did an internal investigation with the security department. And your concern is regarding Miami Police Department. And those data, you need to address it with them directly, not with the hospital.
Why you think my concern is
Because your case was investigated for the police department here in the hospital, and it has nothing to do with us. And according to the information that we have and the investigation we did, you are accusing Miami-Dade Police Department of threatening you, hitting you, or whatever. It's not related to our security officers here.
Who told you that? You talking too fast because you don't want me to get a word out my mouth to correct you where you in error at.
No, I am not.
Okay, well, let me
telling you what happened.
Well, that ain't what happened because do you know the name of this alleged?
Sir, the case is closed. It has nothing to do. The case is closed in July 2022.
Listen, I heard you, but you know the guys who assaulted me, I said was security guards for Jackson Hospital.
Sir, you need to address it with Miami-Dade Police Department, not with us.
Who did the investigation?
Mr. Brito, the manager of the security department.
Okay, what's that man's name and contact number?
Sir, that's it. The case is closed. We don't have nothing else to discuss.
Well, can you send me an email of your report?
No, I already sent you a letter to 2221 East 81st Street, Cleveland, Ohio, 44103.
Yeah, you may have sent the letter, but I didn't get the letter. That's why I'm asking you to send.
Okay, that letter was sent to you on July 15, 2022. I have a record of that letter right in front of me.
Okay, can you read it? Can you email it to me?
I can go ahead and send it back to you via email if you want to. Yeah. Via email. Not via email, via mail. I will be more than happy to do that. And I'm printing it right now and resending it to your address.
Why you can't do it through the email?
Because this is now how we work.
Oh, okay. What was the date of the complaint? What date did I file the complaint?
You filed a complaint on July 14, 2022. Our response to you was July 15, 2022.
Oh, the next day?
The next day.
And who was
that is correct.
And what was the name of the guy you said did the investigation?
Mr. Brito, the chief police officer here in Jackson, is the one who did the investigation.
He's a Miami-Dade police officer?
He is a undercover police here from Jackson, okay?
And I've made a complaint about his security guards attacking me, right?
Sir, your complaint was investigated. We closed it.
Yeah, but I know you saying y'all fake investigated it, which y'all didn't. Y'all just closed it the next day. But
I'm going to send you another letter for your record, okay?
Can you read it to me?
Sir, I'm going to send you another letter.
I'm saying, can you read it to me? Why should I have to wait for so long when you can?
Because I have other lines waiting.
It's right in your hand. It's right in your hand. Is you trying
to hide? It's not right in my hand.
Is you trying to hide some cover up?
We'll send it to you. We'll send it to you again, okay?
Is it a supervisor in there?
Bye-bye.
Can I speak to a supervisor? Y'all see how these gangsters play? That's Jackson Hospital, y'all. And you understand she hung up so quick because she didn't want to talk to me about these facts. Here it is. My complaint is about Miami-Dade Police, not her department. And that even though it was her security that jumped on me and beat me up, they hired Miami-Dade security as the goddamn they hired Miami-Dade Police as their security at Jackson. And the nigga wasn't on duty as a cop. He was off duty. He just had on a pig uniform. But you know the game. I'm glad I got it on record, y'all.
That's how crooked the system is. That's Jackson Hospital. You got Kent Security working federals, working in the federal courthouse in Miami. I just exposed them. Exposed them not to embarrass them, but to expose them to where I can sue them and take them to court and have them in federal court being prosecuted for criminal charges. Now I got this woman, Jackson Hospital, possibly involved in the obstruction of justice, tampering with an official investigation. Also bring her ass down for criminal charges. This shit get for real. And this why they would want me dead. This why they are going to kill people who they feel follow behind me. They go kill them off. That's real extortion. Nicholas Cruz school shooting, those students was killed because of me. Anthony Sowell, serial killer. The police sent him on my street to kill those people because of me. Hell yeah, you do. Free C Murder. Free BG. Free Nature Boy. Free R. Kelly.
No, you gotta understand, our friendship was already extremely in depth at that point. I was around before Chrissy was even born. So the entire process, I was fortunate enough to.
Shout out to Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. They killed them too.
See it, though. December 23rd is out. Take your families. It's definitely a movie that your family can watch for sure, without a doubt.
I ain't got no family.
God is for sure on my side. But yeah, I was answering. I wanted to complete that thought. My prayers.
What side you on?
Are consistent. You have to pray without ceasing. It's a consistent thing. It's a part of my everyday. And I don't always get it all right. Like, you know, as people come into my life, I realize that some people are for a reason and some for a season, some for a lifetime. And who's for a lifetime is to be seen. But one thing I can tell you is that no matter what happens, I am going to be good to the people that come into it. And if you see me turn my back or let go, as I say, let go of the wheel, that means there's something transpired that just didn't work for me. But here's the thing about me. I don't do a lot of explaining when it comes to why I may not be in the mix with different situations, places, and people, because the reality is that that's a private part of it all. And if you really love somebody, like really love somebody, and I don't partially love, I love for real. When you really love somebody, you can even love them from a distance. I'm not getting ready to talk bad. I'm not getting ready to downplay. I'm not about to be negative. I'm not about to over-explain things, because nothing happens for nothing. And people that are meant to be in your life, they will be there. And you have to be careful with those people. Now, you can't mistreat people and say that you're supposed to be here, then you'll be here. I hate when people do that. I've had somebody attempt to be like, well, if it's meant, no, you did something horrible. So, you know, we can will in good or we can will in bad. You know, I always say that you reap what you sow. So, you know, for me, one of the things that are most indicative of, if you love me, you're going to respect me, you're going to honor me, you're going to
I love Monica too.
With a level of love and kindness. And here's what I always say.
I will, boo.
This would only work for the parents.
Buddha.
If you have a problem knowing what you should or shouldn't do, whether it's in a friendship, relationship, doesn't matter. Let's say it's your homegirl. If what you're doing to your homegirl, you would not want your daughter's friend to do to her, you shouldn't be doing it. If what you're doing to your husband or your mate or your fiance or whoever your man is something you would not want a female to do to your son, you shouldn't be doing it. And for men, the way you treat women, I want you to pull up something, fellas. The sins of our father.
I treat them too nice.
If you don't want your daughters
too
getting
goddamn
their hearts
nice,
broke, getting talked to any type of way, getting hands put on them, getting treated, and I don't want to hear about who gonna do what, because half of the time as women, we're not even telling our daddies, we're not telling our brothers, we're trying to deal with it on our own. Be conscientious of how you treat not just the person that gave birth to your daughter, but anyone you come in contact with. That's really what reaping what you sow means on a lot of different levels, because we as people, we forget that we put it out in the atmosphere. It's
I'm
coming
gonna beat
back.
the
So
nigga ass
I'm one of those people
so
that
goddamn bad.
I'll fight for
He might
my
as well have stole something.
respect and what I feel is right and what I feel is wrong. And if I feel like I've been wrong, I'm definitely apologizing. I'm definitely letting you know. I'm definitely, and I'm also a person that I don't feel like I got it all figured out. So I may go to, if you have an elder that possesses a level of wisdom, don't be afraid to talk to them and learn more. My mom is my sounding board. So when something happens, like a couple days ago, something happened with somebody that I really love. And so I had the conversation with her and she was like, no, you're absolutely correct. You decide how people are supposed to treat you. And if you didn't appreciate whatever was transpiring, then you have to acknowledge that. And now you'll see if they love you the way you love them, because either that energy will be reciprocated and it'll be acknowledged that, okay, yeah, that didn't go the way it should have, or maybe not. But either way, you can still move in love. Like, I'm still going to move in love. I'm not going to be out here going against the people that I have love for, because there's still such thing as loving even from afar. You don't even have to be right in somebody's face to still grant them a level of love. You know what I mean? So it's a
That's
daily
the only
walk.
kind
It's
of
a daily
love
walk
I've been
for
getting
me.
lately.
People always ask me about praying, I guess because I've shared prayers here before. But when I'm out and about, praying for me is easy because it's second nature to me. You know, it doesn't take anything for me to do it. I'm trying to look at what you guys are saying at the same time. Yeah, my dad always says, you decide how people treat you. And that's something that the younger you learn it, you become better at exercising it. But you also got to make sure you're treating people right. See, I'm not excluding one for the other. But yes, when it comes to prayer, it is easy for me because what God places within me is easy for me to share, because I know He placed it there for me.
Most
to
Christians
share.
be playing.
And then the things that aren't to be shared, I can discern the difference.
They don't be praying, they be playing.
And Monica's so fresh. Hey, sweetie.
Wasting that damn
20
time.
songs? I don't know if it'll be 20 songs. I don't think that's how it's gonna go. But it's so many that it's hard, because I just kept working and working and working and working. So it's been really hard to narrow them down. I'm not gonna lie. Amor, oh, thank you for asking. My father is doing okay. Not as bad as it was before. My dad is a real soldier though. Like, I get that other side of me from him. He, every time you go in, he's exercising his hands because he had multiple strokes. Of course, you know, he's a double amputee, so he's learning to use his prosthetics. And thank God for my brother. Montez, like, it's just real. I'm not there to do the stuff that he does, so he really holds it down. Like, he shaves him, like whatever my dad needs. And it's just, it's hard to watch because I always was able to be like, what's up, Dad? Such and such happened, and he'll pull up on me. And it's a little different now, you know, but I acknowledge that there's a blessing in him still being here. And even with him being a double amputee and him learning to use his prosthetics, that's a process, but it's a process that he know his kids have his back throughout, you know? It is really, it's tough, but I'm just happy that he's still here. Yep, you're right. Sensational cakes. Yeah, it's a blessing to have your kids. That's why you also have to be very conscientious of how you treat your kids, how you raise your kids. Now, just not always because you do the right thing, they will, but typically you raise them in the way you would have them go, which means that when they stray, they return to it. And so you just don't know. You don't know what life will take you to or bring you through. My dad was extremely healthy, and I ain't gonna even lie, extremely with the shit. Still is, even from in there in the bed. He be in the bed with the judge. I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Nobody's after you. But just a really good dude. What'd you say, Dre? Oh, love to hear that he's improving. Yeah, he's definitely improving, and he's working really, really hard. So hopefully, I pray that by the time I meet someone that really loves me the way I need to be loved, that will allow me to unlock that level of love that I would love to give a husband. Like I would love to get married again.
What?
Have
You
another
too
child or
fine,
two.
girl. Ooh.
And I would love for my father
See
to be
murder.
able to walk into my wedding the same way, he did 12 years ago.
Free Corey Miller.
He said what? What are some of the words of wisdom from my father that I can give to you? My dad is a unique person. I don't know if you ever seen him on my live before. He's different. I think one of the main things that he used to always say to us, it's the way he said it now, but what he said was true. He said, if you believe it, then there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. So he would always say, oh, no, I believe I can do it. I believe. He would say that about anything. Because my dad, I think he dropped out with 8th grade, and he still worked on freights and knew how. My father was riding down my driveway and was telling me every single type of trees and flowers and the grass. Oh, you got Bermuda here. This is what they got to do. Don't let them cut it too low. His knowledge is remarkable. Everything isn't in a book. I think that's the greatest lesson I took from my daddy. Everything is not in a book. And he always used to tell me, let your face be confusing. I'm like, what you talking about? Let it be confusing. Let it be confusing. Let him see your face and think you sweet. Don't you take shit off nobody. He used to tell me that before he dropped me off over his mama house. CP dropping me off on Cleveland Avenue. So I guess he was like, don't get over here and act cute. You better be
free young thug, free young thug.
And I won some and I lost some, but I learned. Throughout the process.
Free Wild Fan Lucci.
Ain't nobody fight, child. We just.
If them niggas was free, I guarantee you them niggas wouldn't have shot take off. Guarantee it. They wouldn't have been able to get the orders.
Cindy is in her room. Shimmy, I love you and I miss you so much.
It's amazing Monica said that. I was just thinking about them niggas.
I come and get my time in with my babies. I gotta get I'm gonna
free
get
the princess, love the princess, Imani,
Miami, so that
Made woman.
Some of my breaks, I'm getting as much time
Line T on D
as I need to, cause this being on the road life ain't cutting no breaks. No breaks. I love you too, Shimmy. You gotta help me find a spot that the kids will like. Maybe I'll come closer to where Z Queen is. You gotta help me find it soon, so that I'm in it before the summer comes. Straight, you love the fact that I'm real. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really just be doing me. It's crazy because you can get judged so harshly when people have no idea what the real truth is.
Nope.
I do like Detroit. Let me tell
the
y'all
church
something.
got them blinded.
Let me put y'all up on game.
Cash Doll,
So,
shout out to
when y'all
Cash
say,
Doll.
oh, you're not even coming here or there, or so no chauffeur. You know I don't bring myself. Let me tell you how it works. What happens is a promoter will call my team. My team consists of my 2 cousins, Brenda or Mario. Okay, that's it.
Brenda had that
nobody
baby.
Else can speak for me. Nobody else can book me. Nobody else can even talk about a number. Nothing. Okay.
Brenda and Super Mario
from wherever across the world will hit one of the 2 of them. They will work out the deals, and then they'll bring it to
Monica
me,
real as fuck.
and I approve or deny.
Her 2 team players
I
is
haven't gotten any
Brenda that had that baby,
Detroit and denied them.
and
So
Super
that
Mario.
Whomever Polynesian,
that's real as fuck.
Almost every day.
Everybody likes Super Mario.
Whomever gets the
Brenda.
The booking, right? Because I do love Detroit. For
Brenda
real.
sound like she don't fuck off with no money.
Love Detroit, right?
You can't get over 50 cents in a cigarette over on her.
Then decides the venue, the amount of time that I perform. That's worked out in the negotiations. I gave you one yesterday. I can negotiate with you.
You ain't gave me my dollar from 2 weeks ago, nigga. I ain't fucking with you.
$1 thing,
45 minutes costs something different. 60 minutes costs something else. So when you come to a show, I'm not just up there deciding, oh, I'm only going to give Detroit 30 minutes today. No, it's it's my contractual obligation, and I was paid a specific number to do it that way. And when that happens, I'm going to place a video up so y'all can see there's a clock there. Because I see sometimes like, well, you was only there 15 minutes. Well, time flies when you're having a good time sometimes.
I'm telling you.
But no, I ain't had nobody book me for 20 minutes.
Damn.
It's like, whatever it is.
Shout out Princess Imani May, woman.
Really in black and
we
white.
Miss you,
it's
we
serious.
love you.
But I don't just, get up and decide, where I'm going, unless it's personal, But like when it comes to the shows, the promoters you love, the people that make those suggestions. If you want me in your city, you want me to perform there, you have a lot of people like Global that was doing all of these shows that I've recently done. They pick the rowdy. That's not something that I have anything to do with. So I don't want y'all to think that I don't want to come to y'all. That's not it. That's not it at all. But I know that people don't always know the way it works. It's just like me. For instance, if something's going on, like let's say sound, okay? I made it a point.
Hey, y'all, I was about to motherfucking have to whip out on Monica real quick, y'all. Monica so goddamn fine, boy. I'm about to motherfucking call up a date or something, y'all. Goddamn. I wonder who putting it in Monica's life real right.
But no one
She
else's
said
sound
her.
does he touch. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens prior to the time you see me walk on stage, I have nothing to do. Handling like my mic and my in-ears and stuff like that, he's phenomenal. So there is a way that all of this works, and if there are any questions on that, I would love to explain it, because I noticed by the things that I read that people really think all of this stuff is within my...
y'all, I don't even think Monica shake her ass. Do she shake her ass?
Literally booked.
Damn.
By promoters.
I know that's a gold show right there, boy. You don't
just like reach out to promoters and tell them.
She probably
like,
charged by the shake too.
Completely the opposite. Tell them stop calling mama. Mama who? Kevin D. What you mean? Tell them what? What were you trying to say? Yes, I do. I love New Orleans. I love Miami. Live and die by Atlanta.
Atlanta, ATL in the house. New Orleans in the house.
Those are places I feel like I could live for sure. Thank you, Sir Downs. You say you're picking up what I'm putting down. I'm appreciating that.
Miami
because
got
I
Chef
really
Creole,
sometimes I look at it
Wingstop,
and I don't know why
Trina.
People feel like it's me. I'm like, no, it's not me. Why am I getting all the blame?
The governor, the body, the mint.
My live pausing.
I guess hoes.
I don't know why it's
hoes
pausing,
and weather.
because this is my family phone.
We women
and only
and
5 people
weather.
know the number to it, and it's
we
2 a.m.
women and
so
waffles.
They all sleep.
What time is it?
So I don't know why it's pausing. It may be the Wi-Fi or something.
No, that's the feds cutting us off.
It may be.
Your fine ass. See murder, come get her.
In my mind, you're my auntie, Adriana, for sure. Okay, now the auntie thing is hilarious because some people hate it. I personally don't hate it. I actually love it and embrace it.
I can't wait to see Murder pull up in that old school.
I'm not a young girl. I'm not a jit. I've been out here a long time.
Hop out.
When I came out, I was only
we look in Monica in the
old.
passenger seat. God damn, Monica.
And over the years, there's a whole group of
Dream
people
come
that
true,
grew up with me. But for the younger, I look at it like a sign of respect. And then some people call me auntie.
You know, Monica is my auntie.
I still look at it like a sign of respect and a sign of love and a sign of almost like a sense of trust. Like, I'm not going to steer you in a shady direction or wrong. So that's what what you say, how many phones I got?
14.
I just feel like, yeah, it's like really like OG love. It's just really, when you say auntie to me, it's an affection it's a level of affection that I feel is being lended to me, because me, it's like my auntie, I rock with my auntie. I love my auntie. When I got something going on, I can pick up the phone and call my auntie. So when you say auntie to me, I'm not offended. Oh, Chantel. Hey, pretty girl. You been out in that little dress? I'm going to have to catch this ex-boyfriend of yours and pull a kick, though, on him.
You know.
If you still looking for him, let me know.
You know.
Are there any sexy songs on the album? Absolutely. Almost a little sexier than I'm comfortable with. Go ask Cindy. Because Cindy, her favorite song on my new album is Nana is Gonna Be Pissed. But she gonna respect it, though. You say, can I get Nana on my live one day? For sure. For sure.
She ain't popping nothing.
I definitely
Monica so damn pretty though, boy.
She don't mind.
What did she just put in her mouth?
Just like loves it.
Just went off camera real quick and just.
She has an Instagram to look at my Instagram.
Boy.
That's it. She's never put one thing on there or anything. See, there's Cindy. Cindy, this song that Cindy loves is too damn grown.
That was a quick little pet. 200.
Grown.
Just a quick ones. Damn.
It's a lot. And then, Polo. He put his 2 cents in there.
R.I.P. K-Town Polo. They the police kill Polo because they said every time I come on Kinsman or Imperial, they're going to kill somebody. Every time. I went up there, they turned around. They told me through the MK machine. They ain't tell me the name, but they were saying, yeah, they already had
He put that thing together. It's so
they eyes on somebody. I ain't know who the fuck they were talking about. I thought they were talking about me.
I love you too. I think
wound up being Polo next day.
We killed H-Town, one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard.
Police gonna die.
Yeah, Whitney was an incredible person. I wish everyone could experience that level of sincerity.
The courts hide behind Christians.
All she wanted was for people to love her the
Cops
way that she loved people.
Christians.
She could interact with people. And
so, you just gotta slay them too. Slay them and get them out the way. Look at the FBI interfering.
Her favorite things to
most crooked ass cops is what? Christian and Jews.
Do? I don't know if a lot of people.
Hold on while I fix this damn Wi-Fi.
I don't want to use her tray.
We back, y'all.
That's my sister in my head.
Let's spark one while we fix the goddamn broke ass Wi-Fi.
30-inch bust down. Bust fucking down. I'm trying to make sure my teeth don't pop up. Because honestly, I don't got time.
That's my type of woman right there, boy. Bust down in the bleezy.
Thank you. I love you, cutie.
She can keep the wheezy.
Hey, I can turn off people comments. You childish. You childish. Alright.
No matter what else is happening, I love people that are just who they are. Would I ever write a book? I don't know. I think, for a minute, one of the things that I really wanted to do, one of my favorite movies is Get Rich or Die Trying. And there's so much about me and my life and how I ended up being the way that I am.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
That I've never shared.
That's not an Oprah collection.
I kept telling Aunt, I could sit you down and tell you about it.
I thought her favorite book would have been How to Grow Flowers and Grow Rich.
Create it.
How to Grow Flowers and Grow Rich.
Females that have, I'm not going to say they haven't been through what I've been through, but it's not a lot of them that are still sane or still alive or still free or still happy and whole and able to tell the story. So to me, I don't look at the tragedies over the triumph, because whatever it would be, I would want it to be a film that told a story and the real truth about it. And it wouldn't even have to be so much just, the music part of it. I think the things that happened in my life off camera were more, had a greater impact on who I am. The music business, I always took it for what it was. But in life, who I loved and different things that happened and different things that I experienced, y'all have no idea. I mean, no idea. The fact that I'm sitting here right now is nothing but God. It's nothing but His grace. It's nothing but His mercy. I am one of the examples of,
well, at least He gave it to somebody.
And the way you would have them go.
He ain't give me
I didn't
shit.
go that way, but I did return. So to see that, in a film would be very, very interesting, and to actually have people see what I was going through while I was still performing and smiling and pushing through for them would be next level. Oh, she say, where Kodak? I got to call and check on him. He be making moves. He be making moves. I'm telling y'all, I'm definitely going to get a place so I can be closer to him and Shimmy and Z Queen. When somebody becomes family to me, I don't take it lightly. But also,
Shout
I know
out
when
Kodak.
somebody has genuine love for me. I know.
His people solid. They kept me alive in Miami.
If you do what I do long enough,
they kept them
you
busters
start to
on their
figure it
back.
out. But I also had some discerning
I
abilities,
did the
even
rest.
as a child, that
No lie.
have just been heightened as I've just been used and abused and lied on and mistreated. And that comes with the territory, I
seen Kodak jack a baby for an
album. I did learn from it. And I did
baby one number about one.
Experience some levels of heartbreak that
Kodak caught his ass slipping.
A song ain't even long enough to explain.
So did.
I just think it would be interesting to see.
Went platinum with that
for
motherfucker
people to
too.
see some of what we actually go through, because I come from an era where we didn't tell everything that was happening.
Laid his ass on down on his mama's lap.
A big majority of my life, like for example,
Flipped
this
him over.
nickname Goonka, is funny to me, but I didn't give it to myself. I didn't give it to myself at all. I've never called myself anything other than my name. I grew up with a mom that didn't even allow nicknames. She called us by our name. And when somebody would try to give us a nickname, she would repeat it. Her name's Monica. We from the South, so you can be little bit, you can be red, you can be such. My mom was, no, my mother did not play that. Marilyn Best did not play the radio. Her name is Monica. I named her Monica. So I didn't give myself the name. But to learn where it actually came from, and the people that started to use it are privy of some things that don't sit on.
Man, I love
It's
Monica
not sitting
so
on
much.
the internet. So for some people, it probably does sound confusing. But I relish in the fact that I grew, I changed, I was able to take what I learned, take what I experienced, take some of the things that I did, and grow. I really, really been through it. But I'm still here. And every time you see me, you see I'm smiling, because I know what grace and mercy actually are and what they look like, because I'm still here. So, yeah, I would love for that to happen.
I'm going to adopt one of her babies.
Would I ever make a movie on my life? That's what we were just talking about. I mean, it would have to be done by somebody that understands both worlds. And that's why I always say 50, because, again, like I said earlier, Get Rich or Die Trying is one of my favorite movies.
Grow flowers and get high flying.
I would even trust with the story to take them back through the walk of what was happening at the time. Or my favorite aunt that's on my dad's side that's now deceased, taking them back through some of the things that she taught me. It was a survival skill, but I was definitely
in dead to me, nigga. You still living. I know you waiting on your return.
So it's just different. It's just different things that I feel like would have to be shared very properly. For sure. Okay, y'all. I wanted to make sure I said thank you for tonight.
Thank you too,
Tonight was
Boo.
absolutely incredible.
Where you
The
going,
crowd was everything. I'm going to share some stuff in a minute. I want to say that I love you guys.
Leave your
I
change
thank
and
you for
outfits
always
behind.
supporting me. I know some of y'all that
Leave
don't
them
even know me are
behind.
praying for
Yes,
me.
Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate.
We appreciate it.
You seeing enough in me to still support me after all these years. I appreciate
See
you.
enough for you.
Understanding
Taste enough for you. Smell enough for you.
Sometimes I don't make the dates I said,
girl, you
not
smell good.
shows. I meant like with the album. I didn't make the
I'm
dates I
taking you
said,
home to my
but you
wife
recognize
tonight.
that I was going through
Put these on,
losing
girl.
friends, losing my uncle, just going through different things, going through the motion, funding everything around me. It hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. I want to say
don't
to
put
whom
them
much
on,
is given,
put them
much
on
is
the
required.
wall.
I tell y'all that all the time. Anything that you're experiencing, just remember it could have been worse.
Yeah.
You may not have everything you want to have, but it's
I ain't
somebody
got
that has
shit.
even less.
Not a goddamn
Gratefulness,
thing.
graciousness, it'll grant you so many
I
things.
think C Murder got more than me.
The door to manifestation. Manifest what you want.
He probably
Speak
wouldn't even
positive.
exchange
Speak
his hand in
life
for mine.
over your kids. Speak the covering over them before they leave for school. Look at what's happening in schools. Look at what's happening when kids are just out here trying to be kids. Speak that over them. Speak it over yourself. One thing I learned to do is even encourage myself. I've learned to
at least that nigga get
repeatedly
letters.
tell myself,
I don't even get a phone call.
you know, joy does come in the morning. I will it in. Sometimes I have a day that ain't the best day. I'm not getting up the next day like that. I'm not pulling yesterday into today or tomorrow.
When the
we gonna
nigga
get that
in
right.
jail
I
get more
learned to take
visits
control
than you
of my
and you
life.
home.
It's not that I'm not going through things like everybody else, but at the end of the day,
If I
it's
want
how
to
I'm
meet
choosing
people,
to
I
deal
gotta
with it that
stand
makes
up
it
at the
look
store.
different. Because money damn sure don't make it easier. Just know you can buy certain
I don't know
things,
why
but
it don't.
guess what? When my family
You can
members
buy
are
friends,
incarcerated,
you can buy
and
Christians.
he ain't helped. Still sitting there. When I lose a family member, when my uncle died, what did money change? Nothing.
Nothing.
It give you a nice home going, but it didn't bring him home.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm saying things to you, don't think that because I do what I do or I'm living how I live that the pain is any different. Sometimes it's even worse because I got less people I can trust. I got less people I can depend on.
I got
less
none.
people I can pick up and say I need something to. So just remember, we all going through. We cry the same. We bleed the same. It's
I got
the same.
none coming, none on the way.
And pain is pain. No matter which way you're feeling it, pain is pain. If you have your health, if you have your family, even if you don't have family and you have your health, that means that you can will in a lot of good for you and maybe one day create your own family.
Yeah,
People
maybe.
that you can teach to love properly if
Maybe.
you weren't loved properly. I'm grateful that I had a family, a good country, solid family from Noonan. Both sides of my family from over there. My daddy's family moved to Cleveland Avenue. All of them lived over there. My whole
C-Town in the house.
My mama family was still in Noonan. I had good, wholesome, solid people to teach me, to rear me, to push me to be who
That's
I
a
am.
real queen
Just
right
remember,
here.
you can also
Just like the
encourage
girl who
yourself.
started
You
it
can't
off.
look to other people. Look within you. When we searching for something, sometimes it's right within us.
Yeah.
Tap into it.
Yep.
Don't tap out of it. Tap into it. Things that happen in life come to build you, not break you. If you're letting things in life break you, sometimes you look up and your hands are up and you don't know what to do. If you remember that to whom much is given, much is required, that doesn't mean you got to have a lot. If we go in and break down, and maybe we'll do this the next time, I'll pull a scripture that I love. The next time I come on live, I'll pull a scripture that I love. I've been heavy into the book of Psalms right now. I'll pull a scripture that I love,
none of them
and we'll
shits.
speak on it together. If you guys would like to do that, let me know. I'm down with it.
Like
I just want y'all to
hoe.
stay encouraged. I want y'all to stay strong. And when you don't feel okay,
ain't
it's
giving up
okay to
nothing.
let somebody know. It's okay to let somebody know. Life is not going to always be easy. Most times it's not.
The Bible
We
like
have
a
to
stuck-up
continue
hoe.
to encourage each other and to
Ain't giving up
encourage
shit.
ourselves.
Just think
When
they
you
all
speak
good, too good, better than you.
it is. See, if you believe you can do it, or you can have it, and you can obtain it, that's true. If you
Got a
believe you
different
can't,
story every time
that's
you
true
see
too.
them.
So when you want to manifest good and you want to live a certain way, then you got to speak that. You got to live that. You got to walk like that. That's exactly why I don't do a lot of the things I used to do. It's not that I wasn't trying to impress somebody else or I changed because that's what somebody else thought I should do.
Well, she
or I
just
let
realized Christians
somebody
weren't
go
shit.
because that's what somebody thought I should do. I did it
try
because
to
I knew
press
that was
some
the best
fucking
thing
ass
for
Christians
me.
and they ain't worth 5
And if it's
cents.
a real self-walk and a purpose-filled walk, then that's what you're doing. And as you fill your cup, then you can help fill others too.
I should have
When I'm
did
feeling
that 20
broken,
years
I don't
ago.
come on here and try to speak to y'all. I encourage myself. I build myself. I push myself. I love myself. And then I can pour from a cup that is no longer empty. Y'all do the same thing.
We don't try.
Continue to push yourselves to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. Father God, I ask that you cover every single person that's on this live tonight. There aren't many of us, but there are enough of us to know that we are walking in your will and living by your word. Father God, we thank you for giving us the health, the strength, the ability, the possibility. Sometimes we're not where we want to be, but we know that where we want to go, we need you to get there. Father God, I thank you for all you've done and everything that you're about to do. Continue to cover my children as they wake up in the morning.
I wonder if she do that to see murder on the
that you
phone.
are
I know he'd be
granting
like,
them
God
all the
damn.
desires of their hearts, giving them the opportunity to learn and to
She read
experience
the whole
and to be who they
scripture
need to
to
be
them
as adults.
too.
Father God, I thank you for giving me a gift that allowed
Lord.
me to change my family's life. It is only because of
Nigga
you that I
will never
still
come
sit
back
here.
here
Everything
again,
that
boy,
came
I
to
swear.
break me, you held me up. You built me up. You put me back together. You put me right back on the stages that I thought I could never be on 20 years ago. When I thought life was over, you reminded me. You're still here. You have purpose. You have reason. Father God, to the person that feels broken tonight, touch them. Mend their hearts. Let them know that you love them if they feel no one else does, and that there is strength in you. God, there is only one that we serve, and that is you. I thank you for all that you've done and all that you will do. In your name,
this about
we pray.
sound like the best part. Oh, Lord.
Right,
hallelujah. We made it through it, y'all. Yes,
heart.
Lord.
And if you love yourselves,
hey, y'all better like this one, because this about the last time y'all ever see a goddamn prayer on my damn page.
Sow good seeds. But don't be confused when it's not going how it's supposed to. You know? I love y'all.
Love
Connecticut,
you
I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm about to get my sleep.
I'm trying to connect with you. What up, though?
Come, turn up the way I need to.
Sugar
love y'all.
time, sugar time.
See you later.
To the end.